But yeah, so how about we start? Hello, everyone. Um, I'm here for episode 7. Yes, episode 7 of season 1 of Tales of. No, wait. Oh, no, wait. That's the other one. Of the Skyheart. Tales of the Skyheart. There we go.
Yeah,
Hey, see?
saved it.
I'm here joined by my wonderful friends. We have Scottzilla playing Verdite, the
Hello.
cleric.
Why does everybody say cleric in that tone of voice?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Clever.
Yeah,
Yes,
see?
like
Okay.
very quotation marks cleric.
I'm a
Uh,
cleric.
you're the ship's healer. There we go.
You're such
Yeah.
a good cleric.
Yes,
Yeah.
such a good cleric.
I know. You don't have to keep telling. I don't know why everybody keeps saying it. I'm
Yeah.
I'm aware.
We also have Raining Blades playing Kethis, the monk, the not so drunk puncher of things.
Hi, everyone.
Yay! Then we have Ocean X playing Nim, the paladin.
Oh my god, hi.
And finally, we have Savian playing Chelsea, the sorcerer.
Ruby-chan? Hi! Nani ga suki? Chocolate yorimo anata.
Okay, he's gone full weave, everyone.
I have seen that TikTok. I understand.
At least one of us does. At least one of us does. But yeah, hi, hello. We are playing the Skyheart, and in the last episode of the Skyheart, y'all went into a mine.
Yeah.
And you got the confirmation of the clearance pass crystal, and you went and got the ancient core that the engineer required before he joins your crew, and surprisingly, you beat the crap out of an earth elemental, a really big earth elemental, and that was the only fight you had to endure, which was interesting. And I find it funny that once again, our lovely kobold wanted to meditate in the most hazardous of conditions.
Listen.
You have a problem, my friend.
It wasn't hazardous. I was on a safe bridge, suspended above a 400-foot drop. It's fine.
Yeah. While everyone was waiting for you to come back. Yeah, that was fun. But yes. Anyway, just a reminder. I have lowered the price of hero points. Yes.
Gasp.
Audible gasp.
Audible gasp indeed. It's only fair. I've been streaming a lot less, so it's not fair to keep them at a higher cost. So they are just 1,000 points each time. So if you want to give,
I guess it's time to buy a hydrate.
Thank you, Sev. Thank you. I will indeed hydrate. But yes, so the party makes their way back to the ship. Successful, because they now have the ancient core. As you get to the ship, as you get on your dinghy and return to the wind collar, you get there and you see the Minotaur, the ancient archaeologist, ancient ruin archaeologist, and the new engineer that you're looking for, Corin, as he has now been provided with crutches and a shoulder to help him move. He still has very mangled legs. Just want to point that out. That's how you found him. Yeah, he's not in optimal condition.
That wasn't our doing. We couldn't have helped that.
I'm just saying that's how you found him. So yeah, that was pre you finding him. But as you get there, he turns to you. Did you bring it? Did you find it?
Yes.
Right here, buddy.
And hold up the core.
He looks at the core and starts to wobble over. Oh, it's more beautiful than I imagined. Give it here. God, stupid crutches. You know what? And he just throws the crutches to the side, just begins to fall, but grabs the core as he falls to the ground, hugging it. Oh, I'm going to be doing so many experiments with you. And I'll clearly do my job for you, of course. Yes. As you require. Just sign me up. Turns to the captain. Sign me up, Captain! And the captain looks at the Minotaur and slowly looks around and stops at Cathis and goes, Cathis?
Yes, Captain.
I do believe you brought us an air engineer to join the crew.
That's right.
How you feeling?
Happy to be done with this.
Uh-huh. I was talking about the whole being forcibly sober.
Happy to be done with this.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's... Now what? Cool. Everyone, as she signals, not everyone is on deck. First of all, everyone welcome our wonderful new engineer, Corin. Everyone looks and you just see a big minotaur with broken legs hugging a large metal cube.
Is there anything I can do for his legs?
I mean, you can...
Can I try again?
So, you don't have magic that can fix them on the spot, but you can, you can apply some proper treatment over time.
Okay.
It'll just take a medicine roll once the ship gets going.
Okay.
All right. Second of all, as everyone goes, woo, yeah, welcome in, woo. Not all of them are super excited. But then she goes, and everyone welcome our new first mate.
Yeah.
Cathis.
Yay!
You did it.
Congratulations, Cathis.
Did it.
And then
Proud
you
of
hear
you.
from the back of the group, woo, speech. Speech.
Speech, speech, speech.
Speech.
Well, guys, you know me, I'm not exactly the most best at words, but we've had Mark has been a good first mate for us. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, Mark has been a very, very good first mate for us for all this time, and while very sad to see him decide to retire, unless he decides to change his mind at the last minute, which there always is time to do.
Cathis, he's no longer on the ship.
Point
Best-
sounds.
All I can hope for is that I can be just half the first mate he was, and just know I'm gonna do my best, and we're gonna go find that Skyheart and make all of our wildest dreams come true. Oh, and Durgan, you're first on the train duty. That's all.
What? Is it because I started the speech thing?
No, it's because I know you drank my beer.
You can't prove it.
Durgan.
Yes, first mate. This is gonna suck. Oh, you know what? There's no beer on the ship right now. He just stares at you with a smile.
All right. Well, we'll probably have to get supplies at our next stop, anyways.
Excuse me, I was keeping track of Kethis' barrel.
Hi. And you were out of the ship for a while. Off to the trains.
And that's why it's 3 days of latrine duty. Anyways, we'll stock back up next time we make proper port.
Devious.
Full supplies. For the time being, let's go ahead and cast off. Right, Captain?
Actually, we have all the supplies we need for this little adventure right now. So that means, how about we all take a very magical storm on? What do you think, everyone?
All right.
All right.
No time like the present.
Exactly.
You heard the captain. Well, let's get to work.
All right,
Yes, sir. First mate, sir.
all hands on deck. Let's go. And as the ship begins to turn, Gruff walks over to you, Cathis, gives you a pat on the shoulder, and goes, I saved you this. And he puts a flask in your hands. Congratulations.
I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. He just starts to leave. All right. So, first things first. It's going to take a couple of days to get to the airstorm. So while we do that, how about we do some very quick level ups? Because you're all level 5 from now on.
Hey, yo.
Oh, let's go. Let's
Hey.
go.
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
All right. So let's get through the quick ones first.
Mhm.
So Kethis, you level up. You gain Stunning Strike and Extra Attack. And you level up your Monk dice because, yeah.
Oh.
Now you punch the same as a Warhammer. It's kind of ridiculous.
Our
but-
Warhammers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So your level up is done.
Mhm.
Nim. Your level up
I
is
just
the
did mine.
second easiest. Oh, god damn it! Oh, god damn it! I
You level
clicked.
me. I'm level 6 now.
You're level
Whoa.
6 now. Yay! No.
Wow.
We're all level 6? So let me see what I do
Whoa.
level 6.
No.
Oh,
That's
wait,
crazy.
can you-
No. God damn
Wait,
it! No.
you-
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
Oh boy, I get subclass feature.
No, Nim, you get a
Mhm.
horse, or
hmm
whatever your mount looks like. I don't know.
A giant otter. A giant otter.
A giant otter? What?
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
I know what mine is. I know,
Okay.
but I'm not
Nim,
gonna tell you.
well, before
Mhm.
any of that, you can prepare 6 spells per day. So be sure to pick your 6 spells before we continue. And
Mhm.
yeah, there you go. You have all the spell slots back. Everything's okay. You
Mhm.
are ready. Also, you have extra attack, so that means you can, swing your glaive twice and hopefully
does mean
miss.
that, yes.
I hit. I mean hit.
Mm.
That's what I meant.
Uh-huh.
Also, I think. Oh yeah, you level up your lay on hands, so you have more points to give people. Yay!
Mm.
All right, Chelsea,
Yeah.
level up. There you go. You're now level
Okay.
5, and you get what spells do you want?
I get to prepare 2 more spells.
I believe so.
I would like Fireball
Of course, you would like
Fireball.
and Sleet Storm.
Ooh.
Ooh. So you're going with fire and ice, huh?
Ooh.
It's as if that's my theme.
Yeah, it is very thematic. I am not. Also, you have fly and fear. I just realized that. Yeah, automatically fly and fear because
Yep.
why not? There you go. Sleet storm.
I also
and
get
fireball.
Sorceress Restoration.
Yes, which is it's actually a decent ability.
Yeah.
Short rest. Get all your sorcery points. All right, and finally.
Actually, it's no more than half your sorcerer level. Round it
Oh.
down.
Oh, that sucks then. Screw it. No, I'm kidding. Verdite, level up to 5.
I've given you my 2 invocations I would like.
It's lessons of the
Lessons of the old ones.
thing, and
Mire of the Mind.
Mire those minds. There we go. And did you finally pick what spell you wanted?
Yes, I want Hunger, please.
You want hunger? Oh, ooh.
Of Hadar, please.
Another Hadar spell you're never gonna be able to use? Is that what's gonna happen?
No, I can use that one. Shut up.
Shut
I
up.
can use that
What are you
one.
talking about?
That
Shut
one's-
up. Stop embarrassing me.
Shut up. That one doesn't cost 300 gold skulls. Shut up.
God, no, stop embarrassing me, Dad. Come on.
Dad, shut up.
Dad. Also you get the healer feat, which is nice. Oh, wait.
Yes.
I just realized the healer feat, you cannot roll ones on your heals.
Yep, that's why I'm taking it.
You sneaky bastard.
Yeah. The
Alright.
ship's doctor is finally going to be good at healing. Let's go.
You've been good at healing.
I have been good at healing, but I can be better at healing.
You're definitely gonna be better at healing. Yeah, so anything else you wish to, or are we missing for the level ups? I think everything's there.
Yeah, I think
Yeah?
so.
Cool. So also, Scribs has given you a hero point. Just want to point
Thank
that
you,
out.
Squibs.
Thank you, Squibs. Right. So level up's done. Oshio's picking her spells. And
Mhm.
I pre-picked my spells. I was ready.
I mean, listen. Not everyone always has their spells constantly prepared. But nobody's beating Cathis when it comes to preparing spells.
Mm.
Oh, I just realized something.
Really, everyone beats Keth compared to when it comes to throwing
No,
spells.
I just realized something. Both Cathis and Chelsea get something this level that I
Oh, let's
completely
go.
forgot you get.
Let's go.
That is completely bonkers.
Ayo.
Both of them gain the ability to create wings and fly.
What?
Excuse me.
The new Dragonborn gets that at level 5.
Oh my gosh.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick, though.
So they are able to create these spectral wings and suddenly take off for how long?
The spectral as well.
10 minutes.
That's bonkers.
That's even cooler.
Yeah. So that's a
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
That's pretty hype.
That's pretty hype. That's pretty freaking hype. I love I love having to DM creatures that can fly at will. It's so much. It's so much fun to prepare obstacles that they can just fly over or and stuff like that. Anyway,
That's a neat puzzle. Be a shame if I flew over it.
yeah, everything is going to be in tunnels now. Small 10 by 10 tunnels.
Oh, we got to go back in the mine.
Yeah, every campaign is going to be in the ground.
Reminds me of my first 5th ed campaign, where we got to a puzzle that was so hard that we were just having trouble figuring it out. So we just pulled out a sledgehammer and broke the door instead. So after that, the DM's all like, "Okay, the next dungeon has magic walls. You can't do that."
Yes. No. These walls are indestructible, and you can't use magic to phase through them or anything. You have to solve the puzzle I worked so hard to make. That's usually how it goes. But yes. So, with that done, a few days of travel have ensued, and soon enough, you all see in the distance the multicolored air storm that stretches as far as the eye can see. You see this maelstrom of pure magical energy that combines and coalesces with the winds and the air itself, changing it into this raging eternal storm. It stretches so long that having to go around it would take weeks. But your efforts in the Queendom of Magmis have earned you not the safest of passages, but another passage, a secret, so to speak, side passage that is currently not guarded by multiple warships. A passage that you can, in fact, cross, but it might not be as safe as one would hope, and that's why you needed an air engineer, just in case, something happens in this magical storm. As the ship grows ever closer, everyone gathers on deck, and the captain takes a deep breath and goes, "Now, everyone, originally, we wanted to pass these storms for a job, but now we know there's more to it. Now we know that the Skyheart is within an air storm, and it might just be within this air storm. There's still a lot of things we don't know about the information that we recovered, but who knows? Maybe while we're crossing this storm, we might just stumble into an island that we are looking for. So I want everyone to keep an eye out. I want everyone to stay sharp and pay attention." I will be the helmsman, as per usual. And as such, Kethis, you will be in command wherever I cannot give commands.
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right. I would like you sober, but if you work better after a couple of drinks, that also works. I assume Kethis has been drinking from the flask.
Kethis is saving it for an emergency.
All right. He's guys, he's actively choosing to be sober. That is
Unbelievable.
I mean, Durgan did say there was the loss of the alcohol, and while he's probably full of shit, Kethis can't continue it. He needs it for an emergency. Like you said, plus, like you said, like once you get past like the 48-hour mark, it's like kind of all the same. But if he starts again, that timer resets.
That makes sense. All
It's
right.
almost like you just shouldn't drink at all. Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
All right, don't talk crazy now.
Yes. But yes, the captain gives the signal. The ship begins to take off into what you see is a gap in the storm. Not an opening per se, but where the magic seems thinner, where the ship is able to go without immediately being lambasted with all kinds of magical energies and whatever else is within these storms. Now, as you enter, it's almost like being in a tunnel. All around you, you see a mess of swirling energies. You see lightning striking everywhere. And you also see these lights, almost like stars, of different colors all around you. But at least this tunnel you are in currently, your ship is going through, seems to be more smooth sailing than whatever else appears to be. But it's not always smooth sailing. This trip into the air storm is going to take 4 days. At least that's the prediction from the captain, the navigator, Esme. And during those 4 days, every 12 hours, you're going to be rolling on a table to see what happens during that time. And the one doing the rolling is none other than Cathis himself. So we can all blame him when everything goes bad.
Yay!
Yay! So, Cathis, are you looking at Foundry?
It's trying to boot up right now. Oh, oops. I had to reset it, restart it.
All right. Once it is up, because Foundry has been updated, that's why it looks a little bit different. Once it is
Okay,
up,
that's fine. All right.
do you see the bar to the side, to the right side, where you bring up the chat and the chat messages and whatnot?
Yes.
All right, so you'll see one that says rollable tailables. Should be the one above.
Okay, rollable tables, yeah.
Yes. So click
Airstorm, tunnel encounter table.
All right, right click it and then draw result. Okay, you roll the 15. That's a lightning rod failure. So, during the first day of travel, let me just check real quick what that entails. Ah, yes, of course. During the first day of travel, the ship is going well. However, the tunnel starts getting narrower and narrower. Actually, I forgot to put the music for the tunnel. There's more appropriate music than the one I have right now. There you go. There you go. I wanted this. Alright, cool. Sorry, just needed some ambient sounds to match what we're doing. As the tunnel begins to get narrower and narrower, it gets harder for the ship to pass without touching the edges. And at one point, the mast barely grazes a part of this tunnel wall, and lightning comes crashing down, going down the mast hitting the deck in some unnatural way, indicating that this lightning is indeed more of the magical nature, magical variety. Lightning begins to destroy the deck, causing significant damage. And you also hear some commotion below deck. Cathis, you gain information that the air distributors around the ship, things that basically there's 3 crystals on the ship. There's 2 on deck and 1 down below at the engine. And it seems like the ones up on deck have been not damaged, but almost partially disconnected. So the ship is going to be slowing down, and it's going to be causing some problems for the rest of the trip if you don't get it fixed. Cathis, as the first mate, you have the ability to choose however many people you wish to attempt to fix this issue. However, keep in mind, too many cooks spoil the broth. If you send too many people, there might be drawbacks to it. And if you don't send the right people, they might not be able to fix it, which will further cause trouble for the rest of the trip. So, Cathis, who do you choose to go fix the damages caused, or do you just go on without fixing these damages?
I said, man, having to choose certain people of my crew to undertake certain tasks in order to succeed a mission that people would consider suicidal. This is very, very, very familiar.
Your choices may have a mass effect on the crew.
Listen, I hide nothing. I love the game, and Mass Effect 2 is still the best game of all time. Fight me.
It is amazing. I love it. It's just such a great payoff for that final mission.
It's
What is our...
Right.
Can I ask
Trying to
our
start looking at
latest...
character backup ideas? Got it.
Can I ask our newest, our air engineer what, if he thinks he'd be able to handle it or if he would need some help?
Okay, so first things first. Corin will be stuck down below deck because he's too big to be moved around, and he also has a broken legs. So he cannot go up on deck. When you ask him questions, he goes, damage should be fixable even without my help, but it needs someone who has a skilled hand and probably fits into small holes.
Oh.
Then Fizz, I think is the only small person of the crew.
I'll do it.
Oh, there's Verdite as well. Yeah, Verdite is also
Verdite
Don't
and
put
Fizz.
Don't put
Okay.
Fizz in the murder hole. I'll go in the murder hole before Fizz.
Aww. That's
I like
so
to imagine
sweet.
that Kethis starts to think, well, I can send Fizz, and then Verdite just volunteers and runs off himself.
Ooh, me.
Verdite also has Mage Hand, so that might come in handy as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll send Verdite.
Okay.
And I'll send, because Fizz can also go in as needed to be small enough, I'll send Fizz as a backup.
So Verdite with Fizz as backup. All right. So Fizz is like, okay, sure. And she starts following Verdite, like grabbing his tail as she's like nervously heading towards the hatches next to the air crystals. Verdite, you go in. You start to see cables upon cables. You do have the tools for it, because there are tools for everything that would be needed for these things on the ship. So you won't have any disadvantages because of a lack of tools. But you're also not proficient with engineering tools.
Yeah.
You're proficient, with the healing things. You're good at healing things, not ships. But
Yeah.
you're going to be rolling an intelligence. So roll me an intelligence. I'm going to give you advantage because Fizz is helping.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Fizz was a good pick for this. That's why he gets advantage.
Okay, it's just intelligent. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, just an ability check. Ooh, that natural one. Ooh, that's scary. All right. So,
I can't die the first time I get to hang out with Fizz. That's
aw.
cruel.
So, you are underneath the deck, in that space between the deck and the floor below, and you take the tools, you begin to repair the air channels. Good news. You don't cause any catastrophic failures,
Hell yeah.
which means nothing blows up in your face. And with a 15, that is just enough to pass. You manage to fix the air stones. They begin to light up, and the ship continues unobstructed.
Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. You get out, and Fizz raises her little hand for a high five.
I give her a high five.
Yeah. And both exchange a thumbs up, and then you just point the thumbs up at Cathis while
Yeah.
you're completely soaked.
Yep.
That's
All right. That's for the first day. Now for the first evening. Cathis, would you mind rolling again? Ooh, the warts flicker. All right. Here's the thing. When you're going into areas that are dangerous like this, there are arcane wards that are created from spellcasters on the ship. The captain, being the strongest spellcaster in the crew, she tends to be the one setting up these arcane wards, and she does. Problem is, she's currently on the helm, and as you're flying through, several pieces of debris and magical explosions, crackling energy crashing through the arcane wards, causing them to flicker. Now, here's the thing. The arcane wards are not absolutely necessary in this tunnel. You can survive without the arcane wards. However, any dangers that might slip into this tunnel are going to be a little bit more deadly than they might have been. However, Cathis, you can choose 2 spellcasters to dedicate their time to fixing and maintaining these arcane wards. But keep in mind, whoever you pick here are going to be stuck doing this job for the rest of the mission. You will not be able to pick them again for another job.
out of the NPCs, who are spellcasters again from the crew?
Okay, so, well, not counting Cosmo, the magical cat, Captain Lyra is a spellcaster, but as we have established,
She's busy, yeah.
She's busy. Chelsea is a spellcaster. Nim does have some spellcasting abilities. Birdite is a spellcaster. Here's the wonderful thing. Nobody else is a spellcaster.
And I'm assuming Cosmo won't help even if Chelsea's the other pick.
You can try to convince Cosmo. You'll just have to tell me how you're trying to convince Cosmo.
So I was definitely planning on picking Chelsea anyways, and I'm going to ask Chelsea if Chelsea can try and convince Cosmo. Because Cosmo only likes Chelsea.
I can try.
By the way, I have a villain point. Yay.
No.
Yay. You can try? Well, you can definitely try, yeah. Chelsea, how do you approach Cosmo, who is currently resting on an airstone, just chilling?
Hey, Cosmo. Ship could really use your help with helping getting these wards fixed. If you could help me.
Oh, but I'm in the middle of my nap.
Oh, okay. I tried.
Just want to point out, Kathis, you witnessed the whole thing.
All right, Cosmo. You got a price that could be met for helping out?
Perhaps. What are you offering?
Well, in addition to making sure that we all stay safe on the ship,
Eh,
why don't we arrange for you to have a specially made dinner just for you, no one else on the crew gets to taste the same for a whole week?
a whole week, you say? And does Grukal Bone Chewer approve of this?
We'll make sure that he does.
Interesting. Roll me a persuasion, as he seems to be considering it. I will give you advantage because it's a good offer.
Pull up my character sheet. Persuasion, which I am really, really good at.
Right. With advantage, that's a 13. All right. He goes, That is a good offer. Counter offer. I will do as you ask, but I will not neglect my naps.
That is an acceptable counteroffer.
Very well. And he jumps on Chelsea's shoulders. Onward we go, Dragon Girl.
Onward!
All right. Chelsea, you start heading towards the arcane wards.
Okay.
As you get there, Cosmo begins to mentally whisper to you directions. You will get advantage on your Arcana check.
Ooh.
16.
Yeah, advantage.
Very nice. Very nice. So, first of all, you fix the runes that were somewhat damaged. The flickering begins to stop, and then you sit upon these runes and you begin to channel your energy, and the arcane barriers begin to take on something that is more closer to your essence. This fire and ice that begins to shield the ship. Cosmo is on your shoulder and begins to nap at times and then give you more energy from actually just transferring you his magical energy so you can maintain these wards. Now, here's the thing. Cosmo will not neglect. That's because you rolled a 13. Cosmo will not neglect his nap times, which means there will be times of the day, either in the morning, either during the day or the evening, where Cosmo will not be active. And Chelsea, you do need to rest. So you either roll and risk getting exhaustion while not resting, or you rest and the ship is unprotected during only those times.
Okay.
All right. All right.
We're able to have someone like fill in for those times and help out.
I mean, Chelsea and Cosmo are the ones on duty now, and
All right, just checking.
no, yeah, that's fine. The other ones are going to be busy with other stuff, I'm sure. So, day 2. It's now daytime, and Cosmo is snapping. So, Chelsea, you did not sleep during the night, but it's the day. You're not going to be rolling anything to maintain to see if you're going to get any exhaustion. So you're still maintaining the barrier.
Okay.
Kethis, roll on the table for the second day.
God, this is a lot of rolls.
Yeah. It's 8 rolls because it's 4 days of travel. Unless you roll really badly. Ooh, the sickening lurch.
Oh, that was menacing.
These all bad.
They're not all bad. Just most of them. Suddenly you feel a massive wind shear that causes the ship to violently tilt and then lurch forward. Loose objects begin to fly everywhere. The crew is knocked around. The systems take a beating, even with the barriers up. I want everyone of the party members roll me an acrobatics. Sorry. Dexterity saving throw. Acrobatics something.
Okay.
Why can't
Uh,
I? Because dexterity is
That +8 is carrying me really hard on that roll.
Oh, very hard.
What? Oh wait, no. Oh.
Wow.
Mm.
Well,
There
the
is
DC was 13. We all failed.
there is a hero point if you want to use it, Nim.
Yes, please do.
May I?
Yes.
Okay.
The fact that he offered it to
That
you,
was a
yes.
good hero point.
Oh, there you go.
Woohoo!
Great use of a hero point.
That's a 19 instead of a 6.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, sorry that I was quiet.
No, that's
Just
no
now,
problem.
I got someone gifted 100 subs. So
Someone gifted 100 subs.
I
Holy
was a little bit distracted.
shit. I mean, that
and
is
then we got a raid
understandable.
after it too.
That is. That
I
is
mean,
very
it was
understandable.
mostly focused on Candace anyway, so yeah. No.
All right. So, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
Second of all, you all barely passed. The DC was 10. Did not get knocked off the ship.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Yeah,
That would have been bad.
that would have been horrible. Just want to point that out.
Mm.
So everyone begins to stumble and crashes into the railings or the mast. You hold on. You are able to, survive not being thrown off the ship.
Mhm.
This is one of the worst actual results because it can actually lead to a very quick death.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you passed. Kathis, roll another one.
You avoided
for
a
the-
very quick death.
Time to roll the same value again.
That would be. Because it gets higher the DC, by the way. Loose rigging! Oh, cool. Alright, so as you are flying, first, that lurch from earlier in the day. It's evening, so Cosmo is helping. So you can rest for a little bit, Chelsea. As the ship continues, the turbulence just begins to tear off the top of the sail. Kethis, someone needs to go topside and fix it amidst the harshest winds in an area where the barrier pretty much doesn't protect someone. Who are you sending?
Someone having to climb up the sails up high.
Yep. And stay there while fixing the sails.
Who is it that's our lookout that is used to climbing up high and being up there?
Oh, that would be Sammy. Samuel Samuel is usually the lookout. Kayla sometimes replaces him, so the twins.
Yeah, I'll have Sammy do it.
All right. Sammy looks at you. What? Me? By myself?
Kayla can help you if you need it.
He looks at Kayla. Are you sure? It's going to take a while for us to fix that.
You have any better ideas?
No, you're the first man. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, I mean, gotta get that fixed. Can't. Things are just gonna go south if you don't get it done as quickly and as efficiently as possible.
Aye, boss. They just look at each other and they go, all right, Sammy is going to do first an athletics to climb with advantage because, no, actually, he's not getting an advantage because it's just a climb. So both of them are going to roll athletics to climb. Ugh.
You have a villain point.
I do have a villain point. I'll use it, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
kill the twins.
I would prefer not to kill the twins. Oh my god,
Oh
Sam.
my god.
Okay, he's the lookout. He's supposed to be used to this.
Well, I mean, this is for climbing, so this just means they fall back onto the deck, right?
I mean, that is a 5. I don't know. Let me see if he falls on the deck or if he falls overboard. Alright. Cool. Actually, no, he should be rolling it. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, Sammy, you're gonna be rolling a dexterity saving throw to be not falling off the ship. Oh, why is your... Oh, you have a +3. Okay, cool. Okay, 13. That is enough. So, he falls. He takes...
You're not killing your own NPCs yet!
No, but here's the problem. Samuel gets hit by winds, and Cathis, you watch as he begins to fall. Doesn't fall off the ship, but he crashes on deck, and he's completely knocked out and immediately needs medical assistance.
Right.
Yep, I'm on it.
Yeah, Bernite, you take him. Some of the others help take him, and Kayla is left to fix the railing, the rigging by herself. And you've lost Samuel's assistance, and Kayla cannot be picked for the rest of the day. But let's see if she does a good job. Actually, sleight of hand. She has a really good sleight of hand. There you go. Kayla's fixing the rigging. No problem.
Hell yeah.
She's kind of distraught that her brother nearly broke his neck, but Verdite, he took a very nasty bump to the head. He's going to be out for the rest of the trip.
I will do what I can for him.
Mm-hmm. Good. So that's what? That's the second evening? Yes. Third day. Chelsea, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please. That's 12. All right. You do not get any exhaustion.
I do have a decent constitution.
You do have a decent constitution. You do not gain any exhaustion. You're doing just fine. For now. Cathis, you know what to roll.
Boy.
Roll them dice. Ooh, a 3.
That's not good.
Suddenly, from being amidst this magical storm, the air stones, and especially the core, begin to surge dangerously. You hear the engineer calling from below through the internal communication systems that you have, these pipes that run through the ship, saying, "Something's really bad. The pressure valves are going wild. I need someone to help me here." Gathis, who are you sending down below to help with the...
What do you need help with?
I need another pair of hands that knows what they're doing.
God.
I basically need an assistant, but really quickly.
Sorry. Who's all available?
So, for the crew, Verdite is somewhat available. He does have the sick bay, but he's available. Nim is available. You could pick yourself, but I mean, you're the one giving the directions and everything. I will say that Durgan is available, if you want to risk it with Durgan. Fizz is available. Gruff is available. And Vingnir is available.
I'm gonna send. God. I'll send Fizz.
Fizz? Alright. Fizz is going to be locked.
Having someone small compared to an on hand that takes orders well would probably be helpful.
Fizz and Corin are going to be locked into doing this job for the rest of the trip to maintain everything. So, Corin is going to be rolling with advantage. Let's see. His Arcana is here. Oh, that's... There you go. So he's going to be rolling with advantage because he has Fizz, and Fizz is literally the best assistant he could get for this. Alright, 16. That's enough to pass. So, the reactor begins to cool down. He goes, "Good. Thank you for sending Fizz. She is quite the assistant." You can literally hear Fizz giving thumbs up down below. But yeah, so good job. You no longer get to pick Fizz for anything.
A3.
Night 3. Oh, loose rigging again. Cool. So here's what happens. Again, the rigging gets loose. It happens. It's bound to happen. There's so much chaos going on. Are you sending Kayla again? Are you sending someone else? Are you sending
Kayla did.
Are you sending Kayla by herself? Or are you sending Kayla with someone else?
I'm gonna have can I have Kayla do it, but then like watch out for she falls, and because I can now fly for a limited time, basically like spot check her essentially, so that she starts to
You
fall.
want
I
to spot
can
check her? All right.
fly and pick her up and grab her.
All right. If she falls, I'll give you the chance to see if you can catch her before she hurts herself. That is a natural 17. Yeah. Kayla is kind of busted right now. Let's see if she can fix this rigging problem. Let's see. Where's the sleight of hand? Ooh, boy. All right.
No villain points from the chat.
Villain points from chat. So here's what
0
happens.
point.
As she is trying to fix everything, she starts to realize Cathis! As she shouts over the winds. I don't think we can fix this.
Do the best you can and then get back to safety.
All right. Cool. So, here's what happens. Because of the loose rigging, the ship is going to take an additional 12 hours to get there. So there's going to be another roll after this. One additional roll. And Kayla is completely out for the rest of the next 24-hour period. So, were we on? Is this going to be night 3 or
Day 4.
day 4? Day 4. All right. Day 4. Give us the roll. Ooh, the crew conflict.
Uh-oh.
Things have been going well. Kinda. Tensions are high. You're in a very stressful situation. The crew has been under a lot of pressure. Not just physical, but mental as well. This is the most dangerous trip this ship has ever undertaken. And things are starting to go bad, especially the loose rigging, the air, core, pulsing. Everything has been a mess. And you start hearing fizz. Actually, not fizz. Fuck it, fizz. She was on a lunch break, and she goes, Cathis, we have problems.
Yeah, okay, what is it, Viz?
Yeah, Durgan's kinda fighting with Gruff.
Alright. Show me where.
Are you going yourself, or are you going to send someone?
Kethis is going to send Nim.
Send the
Ooh.
enforcer.
Nim.
What?
Nim is pretty personable and also very strong in case she just needs to.
I am strong and also beautiful. That is correct.
I get the feeling that's how Cathis is convincing Nim to go.
Yes, yes, it is very much it.
So, Nim, Fizz is telling you that Gruff, the cook, and Durgan are currently in the kitchen fighting. And as you get there, you see both of them have knives and cleavers, and they are going at it. Just shouting obscenities at each other, just swinging their cleavers, just going.
Boys! What's wrong?
Ah! You just see Gruff try to punch Durgan, and Durgan, fuck off, Nim! We're handling this like men! And he swings at Gruff and actually cuts his arm. They seem to be very heated.
Okay, Nim is gonna slam her glaive against the ground as she is going to use Nature's Wrath.
Okay. All right.
Conjuring spectral vines
Okay.
to restrain them. It's a strength saving throw.
Suddenly, spectral vines begin to show up. I'm not even going to make you roll. They just wrap up Gruff and Durgan. You just wrap up.
What's
Gruff.
wrong?
Well, Gruff won't give me any meat. I haven't eaten meat in 5 days. He ate all the meat that I had prepared for Cosmo. He doesn't deserve any more meat.
Did you steal some of the meat?
It wasn't stealing, it was just out.
So you took it?
I mean, Define took it.
Do you understand that if you hadn't took something that was left out for someone else, maybe you would be able to have meat now?
It's just meat.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're the only one who wants meat?
No.
Well then.
But the meat was going for the cat.
The cat who is making a magical barrier that is protecting our ship from the nightmare storm outside?
Gruff said.
Exactly, that's what I said.
Well, I mean... No, ma'am.
Right. You'll be able to have some meat when more is available.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. She unties them.
Alright, you untie them. You see Gruff and Durgan just glare at each other. And then they turn their backs to each other, and Durgan just leaves, while Gruff like...
Should have cut his arm off. That's just saying.
That would have made it a lot more difficult for us to get through this storm.
Yeah, but it would be funny.
Nim just shoots him a glare.
Just throws his hands up in the air. Fine, whatever. And he goes back to cooking. Good job, Nim. You actually solved this very well.
Thank you.
You go up and report it to Cathis. What do you report?
I solved the problem.
Thanks, Nim. I knew I could count on someone as strong and beautiful as you.
You're welcome. She flicks her hat. Yeah. You can count on me.
Alright. Cathis. Night 4. Is that another crew conflict?
That's another. Oh, no.
You know what? Reroll. Okay, just reroll. I'm not gonna do another crew conflict. Ooh, guiding wind. Here's the thing. Guiding wind is the best roll possible. Strange winds begin to push the ship forward, easing tension. You, whatever problem arises for the second day, are gonna get an advantage. It's almost like the winds, the magical winds, are helping. And you only get one more roll.
The last one.
A lightning rod
Oh,
failure.
not again.
Yeah, we've already had that one. You can reroll. Ooh, whispers in the wind. Alright. You're actually going to roll me... where is it? Roll me a d8. A 6. On the 5th day, as the ship's going through the storm, everyone begins to hear a voice whispering in their ears. It's a strange voice. You don't really know where it's coming from, or you don't even recognize what the voice is exactly. But you understand what it's saying. It simply whispers, "It's angry and hungry. Flee." No roll needed. The crew tension does increase. Unfortunately,
I guess it was the last 12 hours of the trip, and we're leaving the storm anyways?
actually, no. The crew tension does increase. which actually makes everyone a little bit more sluggish, adding another 12 hours to the trip. Roll another one, as everyone seems to be on edge. Oh god damn it! Re-roll, because we're not going to be whispering winds again. Otherwise, it would be another.
Reactor pulse again.
Oh my god! Why do you keep? Okay, you have a D20.
Just re-roll again.
You have a D20 and you keep re-rolling the same one. Keep roll again. Ooh, an internal leak. Let's see. It's a 7. Internal leak. Ooh. Now, the air engine that is currently running, it does have some chemicals that transfer between the air stones. The problem with these chemicals that are used to kind of stabilize the air stones, the problem with these chemicals is that they are highly corrosive. And suddenly, during the 5th evening, a lot of you that were sleeping wake up to Corin screaming through the internal communications, telling everyone, "We got a problem. There's been a bit of a leak, and the hole has a hole." Kethis, who are you sending to fix the hole damage?
I can fix that.
What does the person fixing it need to know how to do?
Well, they might have to deal with a lot of acid and know how to fix pipes.
Sid, huh? Alright, Verdite, back me up with your mage hand.
I got mage hand, I got mending. Let's get it fixed.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done.
Yeah, okay. The lizard boys are gonna go handle this.
The lizard boys are handling it. Alright, so you start getting down to the deepest part of the ship, and then you see a big hole that has been formed on the hull. The ship, thankfully, it's not in the sea. But
Yeah.
What's the sea?
what's the sea exactly? So you're not taking on water, but there is a difference in pressure, and you're being pulled into the hole. So I want both of you to roll Constitution strength saving throws
Uh-oh.
to not be, sucked through the hole.
Uh-huh. Strength saving.
Yes.
Good job.
Verdite. That is very unfortunate, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Kethis, you hold on, you resist, and suddenly you see a tiny little Verdite just fly right past you. Into the storm. What do you do?
Can I cast Arms of Hadar to kind of stop myself?
You know what? I'll allow it. Roll me, since you're using magic, roll me a charisma. Just a normal charisma roll.
Normal charisma roll. Hadar.
Watcha! Suddenly, these black tendrils fly from your body, latching themselves onto the ship. You're not flying off into the storm, but you're hanging by a thread, literally. Kethis, what do you do when you see him just with a black tendril holding onto the ship?
Like he's on the outside, or he's like...
Oh, he's definitely on the outside.
Kethis is going to form some dragon wings as a bonus action
Okay.
and fly out and grab him to try and pull him back in.
Okay, so You're finding a lot of pressure, a lot of winds. So I want you to roll a pure strength ability check. Yes, I know you're very good at strength. Great.
We really don't have hero points, do we?
I don't think there's any hero points. Nope.
Uh-oh.
No hero points. Nobody wants to give you guys hero
Okay,
points.
just give me a moment, everybody. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna buy a hydrate check
Thank you. Thank you.
because everybody needs to take a quick break. Just take a sip of something to drink and make this one buy a hero point.
Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any hero points. Kethis. Oh, there's a hero point. Lightning.
Thank you, Lightning.
Reroll that.
Hopefully this isn't just like worse. I mean, hard to get worse, but yep,
It got
it was worse.
It definitely got worse. Kethis, I will give you a choice. Either you throw Verdite into the safety of the hole, or you discard Verdite and jump into the hole yourself. One can be saved, not both.
This is saving Verdite.
Right. Verdite. Suddenly, the first mate grabs onto you, his spectral wings flapping. He pushes you and throws you back into the ship. And then you see his body disappear amidst the storm.
Okay, what else do I have? What do I have?
Think fast, think fast.
No, because... I can't cast Arms of Hadar again, can I? Grab him?
No.
No, didn't think so.
What do you choose?
I've not got anything that can help. So Kethis has disappeared out the side of the hole in the hole. Okay.
If you can't do anything, you can just say that you're not able to do anything.
I don't know that I am able to do anything. Let me just check my. He's further than 10 feet away from me now, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything.
Father,
No.
God damn it, RB. Alright, so you suddenly see him disappear into the storm. Kethis, I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I need you to roll another strength saving throw.
Oh, so it's a strength saving throw this time, not a strength
Yes.
check. Okay,
Saving
that's
throw.
better.
Ooh, alright. So, Kethis, you are assaulted by all manner of magical lightning and powerful winds. You're not immediately killed, which is nice. However, you do take a lot of lightning bolts throughout your skin. You have burn marks all across your scaly body, especially across your face. You took a lot of damage. However, your powerful wings allow you to fly back and land on the ship's hull, saving your own life. However, a piece of you is almost altered in a way you can't really understand right now. But you're alive, barely. Verdite, roll me a medicine check.
Medicine check. Oh,
You've never seen this kind of damage. Even though you've been fighting for a while, this kind of damage is almost like deeper than the body itself. It's almost like something magical went past the body and attacked his soul. He's gonna be out for a while.
That works out great because I gotta go. Bye.
Bye, RB.
he's lost consciousness. He can't speak.
Yep. Indeed. However, there's still the little bit of problem of the hole. Since we don't have Cathis, how about Nim and Verdite go down there and fix it?
Nim, I need a hand down here. But I think Nim's being raided,
Oh,
so I will wait.
yeah, it's fine. Alright, how about Verdite? Any precautions you're taking when going down to the hole?
Might want to tie a rope to something.
Yeah.
Tie a rope
I-
to yourself.
Did I hear my name? Sorry, I was very distracted just now.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem. So, Cathis has been knocked out. Verdite needs your help to fix the hole on the ship.
Okay.
So, Verdite, how are you preparing?
Okay. Nim, do you have any rope? Anything you can tie to me so I don't fly off the ship
There's
again?
plenty of rope on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna tie the rope around me. Okay, I need you to be my anchor. I can fix the hull, but I need you to keep me on the ship so I don't die. Please.
Mm-hmm.
And please don't fall in yourself, because we nearly lost one guy today already. I don't want to lose another one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay, and I'm going to attempt to fix it.
So you begin to walk while Nim is holding on to the rope. Nim, you're basically keeping Verdite from being sucked into the hole and, expelled off into the storm. Roll me a strength, an athletics roll, please.
Oh, massive. Before I start moving it out,
Yes.
can I look Nim in the eyes and use a draconic cry to pump her up and say,
the
we
Draconic
really
Cry-
need to...
The Chronic Cry is just for attacks.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's just attack rolls. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
You can still try to pump her up.
It's fine. She's fine.
Nim,
Okay.
it's almost
She's
like Verdite
strong.
was about to say something, but then he just
Forgot what it
chooses not to.
was. He just forgot what he was about to say.
Alright, so
Okay.
give me an athletics roll, please.
Yes. That's a 21.
That's a 21. Verdite, it's almost like you're attached to a pillar. You are not being thrown off at all. Nim, you're just holding on to this little kobold, the rope attached to this little kobold, like Like it's nothing. Like he weighs nothing. Verdite, how do you plan on fixing the ship? Well, are you using tools to fix the hull, correct?
Yeah, I mean, will mending help speed up the process? I know it's not enough to fix like giant holes, but can I use that to help
I'll
at
allow
all?
it,
or-
I'll allow it, but it'll lower the DC by 1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
That's fine. So the DC is 14 to fix the hull. Roll. This would be dexterity.
The regular dex throw,
Yes.
yeah. Ka-cha!
Listen, I lowered the DC as far as it go. It
Yeah.
won't go to a 5.
It's a really big hole.
It's a really big hole. So, unfortunately, you're not able to fix the hole. You are the acid is no longer spewing on it, but the ship is going to have a hole, and if the ship needs to do some weird maneuvers in the future, we're going to be taking this hole into account because you're unable to fix it. But you're reeled in and you're not thrown off because Nim is on the job.
Yeah, that is a very big hole. I don't know. I can't fix that. We need to get out of here. We need to get back up onto the ship, onto the main deck. Anywhere but here. Anywhere but here.
Right.
Okay.
You evacuate the area, make sure nobody gets sucked into the hole, and suffer a fate like Cathis. But good news. It's the end of the trip. You're not out of the storm yet. However, as you're going through the storm, the captain calls for the crew. While Cathis is clearly unconscious, along with Sammy, the rest of the crew begin to form up on deck. And the captain goes, "Look, over there." You all look off in the distance, and you see a structure amidst the storm. Something is there. You can't see it clearly, but there's something solid there. Something big. You also see the end of the tunnel off in the distance towards safety. But the captain looks at all of you, takes a deep breath and goes, "So everyone, I need to find out what that is." She turns the wheel. The ship lurches, and you go from the safety of this area, this tunnel, into the storm proper, heading towards this structure. Ooh. Actually, I just forgot. Before that, Verdite, you did have advantage on your roll because of the guiding wind, because of the natural 20 that Cathis rolled.
Okay.
So you can re-roll that dexterity ability check to see if there's extra damage, or if you fix the hole.
Okay. More than a 5. Yeah.
That is, you actually instead of quitting, you managed to fix the hole. Congratulations.
We did it. Good job, Nim.
You're not about to lose a crewmate because you were about to lose a crewmate.
Okay.
All right. But as you head towards this structure amidst the storm, you start to see it more clearly. It's an island, a small island, but an island nonetheless. An island floating in the middle of this magical storm where no air stones should be able to work properly from a certain size upward. This is highly unusual. But whatever happens, you're going to be finding out next session, because
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to stop. And without Cathis, it's I want everyone to be here and present for the start of the next leg of this journey.
Yeah.
So yeah, at least you survived the storm. That was nice.
We survived!
It was very nearly not nice.
Cathis is going to go through some stuff. Don't worry about it.
Hooray!
I'm a little bit worried about it. Not gonna lie.
Yippee!
I meditated the whole time.
Listen, could it be worse than him having to go without alcohol? Probably not.
Probably not. He's just been
Probably.
burned internally. It's fine.
Yeah, it's just wild magic is
The
affecting the
lightning
systems.
cured his alcoholism.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Alright, I'm gonna go raid someone. Osho, you can go do your thing, because I know you're
Thank you for having
busy.
me. It was fun as always. I love you myself.
Bye, have a good one.
You are released.
You are released, yes.
Ah!
There you go. And she's gone. Alright, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Thank you
Yeah,
for playing.
thank
Thank
you
you for
running.
running.
Thank you for running.
Alright, love you all then. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.